Hello everybody, this is the only true Finn here, bringing you a quick tutorial on emulators for PC gameplay of older games. Could have been worded better, but you know what, let's get right into it. Emulators are a simple way to get a platform to play older games through process of emulation, it's not the real thing, on your PC. So say I would cannot condone you going in and downloading games that you never owned. Technically, emulation is supposed to be for backups of games that you already own. In case something were to happen to those games, you would have a way to play it. Now, you can get just about any game you want, but like I said, piracy is a crime and I don't condone it. So, just to be clear, I'm going to show you this with games that I have because I feel like it's best to, if you really like the game, give the company your money. Support the company. Some games are going to be harder to find, though, I understand, which some people could use it for that, and I guess there's not as much wrong with that. But that's beside the point. First thing you're going to want to do, go to your internet browser. And to be showing you this example, I'm going to be using Project 64, which is probably the most popular Nintendo 64 emulator. Well, one of the most popular Nintendo 64 emulators for PC. And I believe it's on Mac and maybe Linux. I know it's on PC though. I doubt Linux actually. But say you're going to go to your internet browser, you're going to type in Project 64, and then once it comes up, you're going to go to the website www.pj64-emu.com, and you're going to click on Get Project 64. Just download the latest version, and I already have it downloaded into my downloads folder, I'm pretty sure, so yeah, I'm not going to reinstall it because that'll just take up extra space, but you get the idea. Go to your download folder, you're going to hit Setup Project 64. It's going to maybe ask you that stuff, I don't know how you have your computer set up. You're going to install, do the basic install process. Yes, install in that folder anyway. Not sure what portable mode is about, but that's not what we're interested in. Okay, we got Project 64, so I actually don't know why I closed that. I'm going to have to get back to it. So you can finish, you'll open it up, and as you can see, I already have a game, but I'm going to show you. Just imagine there's nothing here, right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our internet browser, and most emulators I know that use cartridge-based games use ROMs for their files that they play the game off of, which I believe stands for, and I'm probably way off and probably going to get crap for this, but I believe it stands for read-only memory, or something, read something memory. But that's the gist of, like, you get an NES emulator, a Game Boy emulator, a 64 emulator, an Atari emulator, you're going to get ROMs. And then say you step up to discs like PlayStation, I think PlayStation 1 games use the same as GameCube and Wii and Xbox, where it would use ISO or disk image files. But basically you're going to search for, say you want Nintendo 64, search for N64 ROMs. And many websites that I recommend is Emu Paradise, Dope ROMs, and Cool ROMs. Cool ROMs may have taken down their Nintendo stuff, but we're going to go to Emu Paradise because I like that one. So we're just going to get a random game. Say Super Mario 64. Everybody loves that game. And it's going to be, the emulator should not be region locked, but for the best experience, if you're trying to get the game you remember, you're going to want to try and find the one that's for the region you're in. Like this is a USA ROM. You're going to go to download links. Is that already a thing? Save target as? No, that is the, got to click on that and it'll take me to this page where I can save target as. I'm going to go to, should be in my program files. I'm not sure where I put my not sure where I put my yeah, I'm not sure where I was putting my ROMs at, but say, just to make it easier, you're gonna want to go ahead and make a ROM directory if you don't have one already. You're gonna go in here and go ahead and make a new folder. You can name it games, ROMs, whatever you want. I'm just gonna do mine ROMs, and then put it in there. So we're going to save it to there. Should download. No, I don't understand. But, okay, screw that. We're going to save it right here. In this one, because you can save it to a ROM directory. What are you doing? Save it here. I don't have permission to save in that location. Okay, screw it. We're going to save it to our desktop. Oh, they're in the total. They're in the folder title N64. Save it there or wherever. Just get you a ROM directory and put all your stuff in the same place. Makes it a lot easier to keep track of. So after you get the game, it's usually going to be a zip file, I believe. You're going to want to go to File on Project 64, open ROM, and then once you get your directory, it should bring you directly to it. So you find the game you want to play. I'm going to double click Mario 64, and it should start right up. There we go. I was about to say, it's a me Mario. See, it's him. It's Mario. That's all you need to know. I don't know about all this, what the controls are set up as. You can change the controls, configure controller plugin. You got all this right here. I don't know why in the world those are set up to numpad buttons, but yeah, the default should be. Nope, that's how they want it. Up, down, left, right. That's straight. Oh, that's the D-pad. Okay. Not sure where the analog stick is. I don't guess they have one. No, I know for a fact they have one, but you can use X input for Xbox controllers or N64 mouse. I'm not sure what that does. But basically there's all your controls. You can even set up different controller ports to play multiplayer if you have multiple controllers plugged in. And I would highly recommend using a controller trying to play older console games besides NES and SNES and stuff like that. Gets kind of frustrating without a controller, especially Nintendo 64 on a keyboard. It's just odd. But you can see the game works. We're gonna press start, which is configured to enter, and then I guess the analog is the arrows. Yeah, the arrow keys are the analog stick, so we're gonna start a new file. And I'm not about to attempt to play this with a keyboard. Can I skip this? Baked a cake for you. No. But just show you it works. And just a note, there may be glitches with some ROMs. Emulation is not perfect. Sometimes it's not going to be the same as having the actual hardware, because you gotta think your computer's rendering it and everything, so there's a lot of room for graphical errors, tearing, and all that stuff. But for the most part, I found that it works pretty well. Certain games like Conker's Bad Fur Day is really off on emulation. The menus and stuff are just wonky and textured very oddly, but most games like Mario work relatively well. Okay, I don't know what my A button is. Oh, I think it's C. That's B. X is A. And then see, we can run around like this. We got the C buttons here. Yep, it's Mario. What you know about Mario? Oh, whoa. Okay, so yeah, that's a basic little guide on emulators for you if you want to play some older games and stuff. And there you go, that's a way to do that. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, I would greatly appreciate a like. Maybe send it to someone else, or you don't even have to send it to them. If this video gave you an idea of how you can help your friends, go show your friends. If you disliked it or feel there's some way I could improve the video, then leave a comment and let me know. If you didn't like it, leave a dislike. I want your feedback. But, as always, this has been the only true Finn. Finn, not thin. The only true Finn. Thank you for watching.